Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft. And we're flying through the shopping district en route to the stock exchange to see if the ConCorp stock is even more valuable than it was yesterday. I think we left it at 32 shares or 32 diamonds for shares. So hopefully we're up to 64, but I want to stop and thank you guys for the support on the last episode. I'm glad you liked the episode of the judging. I'm going to give a little bit more insight of my judging process on stream over the weekend. So if you're interested in that, definitely follow me on Twitch so you'll be notified when I go live and we can talk about that. But let's head inside. And this place, gosh, this place is so beautiful. But anyway, whoa. No. We left off at 32 diamonds. We've lost money. We're not even at 16. We're at 8. What? Oh, no. Oh, we lost money. Who sold? In the comments, I want to know who sold. You know, whoever did, I will tell you this right now. They're going to miss out on the benefits. The benefits of joining the ConCorp stock exclusive elite VIP group is that you get discounts at the shops, you get discounts at the country club, and get this, you get a dividend. It's like a diamond, 2 diamonds or something bi-weekly. That's right, bi-weekly. So whoever sold, they're missing out. But maybe this is an opportunity. As much as that kind of shocked me, maybe this is an opportunity to buy a little bit lower, and then eventually once people start coming in and seeing the benefits, then we pump it up to the 64. I think that's what we're going to do. So let me go get some diamonds. And if you guys are still enjoying Hermitcraft, hit that like button and let's get this episode underway. And there we are. We've got ourselves some diamonds here. And I think I'm going to buy 6 shares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm going to throw those on in there, and then we'll take the rest of the diamonds down to the vault. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy any stock in the other areas yet, because I want to know if there's going to be any benefits as a stockholder of any of these companies. So let's go pay for these, and I'll meet you at ConCorp. The Hermit Rail Network building is really coming out here. Man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to work on what I'm going to be building for the rail network, and that is the modern station. No, the futuristic station. That's right. We're going to be building that, and oh boy, do I have some fun ideas for that. You could probably guess them if you watch my streams often. I'm curious, what do you think I'm going to build there? So hashtag futuristic station, and I want you to guess what I have planned. Nothing like some freshly polluted air in the morning to really get you excited about a new project here at ConCorp. And that, of course, is our fortification walls that will stretch all the way from this pillar right here down to that one yonder, and it's going to be amazing. So a very kind of Jurassic Park themed kind of gates that'll be built all the way across here, and in front of it we're going to build a whole bunch of trees and kind of change the terrain a little bit where there is water to make it kind of hidden, right? We want these kind of to be kind of a factory research area that's hidden away, and I think this will really make that come to life. And of course, we'll do another fence going across here. And it looks like Con Security down there slacking on the job as they always do. No cake for you. But anyway, very excited about this. I think you guys are going to absolutely love the design. And the materials that we're going to be using, it's very similar to the other areas of ConCorp. We'll use some brick, we'll use some stones and acacias and different things like that to really kind of tie into it. I'm very excited about that. I think Captain Jack will be very proud of it. And you might be wondering, Scott, what is the deal with all of these UFO trees? You said if there was a server with UFO trees, you'd leave it immediately. That's true. We'll get rid of that. Don't worry about that. But we were in Operation Double Chest mode last night, and my fingers are hurting. They are hurting. And you might be wondering, Scar, what is Operation Double Chest? Well, it's right there, double chest of wood. And the reason we're doing this is to put Ren out of business. He keeps buying up all of our logs, and we want to test to see how far he is willing to go. So who is going to be the first to break is the real question. So I think I've almost done this. So I've got all of the spruce, all of the dark oak, and all of the acacia, and all of the oak. But we're just a few shy of getting all of the birch. So we're almost there and getting this done. It is a crazy, crazy challenge here in Operation Double Chest to see who in the log business will break first. But let's clean this all up, get some supplies together, and let's start laying out for the walls. Trying to lay out the support columns has been a little bit harder than I thought because it is in the middle of the water. So if I take flight, I'll be able to show you this just a little bit better here. So let's go up into the air, turn around, and it's kind of tough because there's like a little bit of an island. There's kind of a little bay over here. So let's shoot back up one more time. And I think it would be truly easier if we just cover it all with dirt. Now that's going to take a lot more work, but I think it'll be in the long run quite a bit easier if I can land. There we go. Then try to like fiddle with the water and stuff like that. And I think it'll give us more room to expand and things along those lines. So what we're going to do is we'll kind of cover over this section to here and over here. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I think it's going to go right here. So there's just going to be like dirt, 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 and then all the way back over here. And then we'll reroute the river eventually through there and make it look a little bit more natural. But I think that's going to be a much easier plan than what I was doing. So let's hit super fast build mode and cover over this lake. End of super fast build mode, and as you can see, we have a massive piece of land now. And I don't know how I get into these situations all the time. I'm just like, nah, this will take just a couple minutes here. Just gonna move a little dirt over here, take this mountain down, fill in this river, and then it's hours later. But I'm also pretty happy with the way this came out. We'll definitely do some more shaping on stream and things along those lines, but I want to start getting some of the blocks down now. So now that we have all this space here, we can start building the walls off of this hill, and we'll move around some of this hill a little bit too, make it a little bit more prominent where the wall attaches to, and then it'll meet up there once again where we'll change up that area and make the hill a little bit bigger. So what we need to do is we need to find the direct center of ConCorp, so something about right here, and this will be where the major arch is. We'll have a flag hanging down, things along those lines, and then that'll lead right into ConCorp. And Cub has some really, really cool plans for the center, and I think that'll be really, really fantastic. Now, I have removed all the wheat, talked to Cub about that. He was all through with it, and we're going to use the wheat here to breed up the con security. So what we need to do now is what I tried to do 3 hours ago, and that was lay out the walls. So let's do that now. Oh, I'm liking this. This is really going to make a huge impact as you fly into ConCorp and see all of the factories building up. All of this is going to be fantastic. So you'll see the center here is fairly open, right? Because we want to do a giant archway across here. And I've been kind of tinkering around in a creative world, kind of figuring out some ideas, at least for this portion of the build. As for the archway, I got no ideas. We're totally going to wing that together here. But for this section over here, I am pretty happy with the design and the layout. So the blocks required, I think we've got everything we need. We do need to head over to the smelter real quick and smelt down a couple red bricks. It's been a little while since we used the hungry furnace here, and as always, when you do approach the furnace, you must say the chant to activate the whole mechanism, and that's hungry furnace. I love this thing. I don't know how Cub and other redstone people do the things that they do, but they do them, and I appreciate them. So let's throw our last pieces of clay in here, and then watch the furnace go hungry furnace. Love it to bits. All right, so we stand on the trapdoor and just await all of our beautiful clay. And that should be the last of all of the clay. And there we are. It only took about a minute to smelt that entire stack, which is just absolutely incredible. So let's start building some bricks, getting the materials together, and we can finally start laying down some blocks. Well, I thought we were able to start our work, but unfortunately I completely forgot to grab our stone and of course granite for the project today, along with andesite. You saw it back there. It looks pretty cool in the new texture pack. I'm still a little bit hesitant on the new stone. That's a little bit hard for me to get used to, but I like the granite and I like some of the details. But the stone, that's a big change, and that one's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get used to. But anyway, over here, I've been doing some serious mining down here. And oh no, you sneaky Bob the Building Creeper Inspector. Ah, what the heck? Am I ever gonna get the build today? Seriously? Cleaned up Bob the Creeper Building Inspector's mess over there, but this is what we're here for. All of that beautiful andesite and gravel in these boxes here. And then the rest of our resources is up in the hallway. But yeah, this is the big dig part 2. It's actually taken a lot of stone to create the cherry components and things like that. And this is pretty much where it all comes from to make all the repeaters and all the different things that we make for the shop. It requires a lot of stone, and I never anticipated that. Are you kidding me? Now I can't even get my boxes. I can't get my boxes. I got mining fatigue. No. This day, the luck. What in the world? What in the world? Welcome back, and I enjoyed a tasty milkshake as we do here and got rid of that mining fatigue, got all the supplies that we need for building, and let's jump right on into the block placement. Like I said, I've been wanting to place down blocks all day, and now I finally can. Look at this, boom. Bam. Well, that was a delayed bam right there, but I'm just excited to finally knock down some things. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to start on our first tower, and that's going to be right here. And we're going to start with this. We're going to start moving a couple little things around here. We might need to move this hill ever so slightly to the side. So as you guys can see, this is our basic block palette for today. And we're going to throw that down, and we'll throw this in here. We'll add some more blocks. This is just kind of the base coat. We may even be adding a little bit of snow to it. I'd like to incorporate a little snow on the upper portions of everything around here. I think that'd look really nice. So anything that has any elevation, I think would be fun. So we're going to move these guys here, and then these things are spaced out every 11 blocks. So then there'll be another tower, and then in between will be kind of the bars you'd think of as like the Jurassic Park. The inspiration comes into there. So I think this is looking good. So what we want to do now is we want to take out some of these guys, maybe. Yeah, like that. And then this is going to change eventually. So then this next piece is kind of go like this, and we're going to swoop it around like so, and then this will be on the back. Now at the moment, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of placement of our andesite, but we're going to mix it up. Whoops, a little scar mistake there. We're going to mix it up, don't worry. Now I'm noticing that it's only 2 blocks. What would this look like if it was 3 blocks elevated? I think that looks quite a bit better. It adds just a little extra height to it. So this section over here, like I said, it's going to be spaced out by 11, and we can just bring these guys all the way across. And we haven't talked for a little bit. I hope you guys are doing well. We haven't just had a moment to just chat. We've been so busy getting mining fatigue and everything today. I know some of you guys have been asking where the streams are and questioning, you know, the little bit lack of videos recently. And that's just because I've just been really on and off sick. I don't know what's going on. I've kind of worried that it may be an infection in one of my feeding tubes, things along those lines. So hopefully that stuff can maybe get checked out soon, and then we can kind of rule that out, hopefully. But yeah, just kind of on and off, and it kind of goes maybe with that. But I'm feeling a little bit better the last 2 days, so hopefully we'll be able to get this video out and maybe even another video on the weekend, which will be awesome. And then that means stream. So that'll be good because we have not streamed since TwitchCon, where we streamed on the show floor, which was amazing. So it'd be really good to be able to stream again. So these are the 2 towers, right? So these are the 2. And then from here, we're going to build up this really cool design right there. So what I want to do is I want to take this and I want to send it all the way down to the end. And there is the substructure for the fencing to attach to, and I think it looks pretty cool. It has a really cool impact from the shoreline here, and it gave me some inspiration for this portion of the ConCorp area. Is maybe we could build this into docks, right? Maybe we get some ships over here, some cranes moving some of the resources that we're generating here at the farms, and maybe that's where the USS Undercut came from. So yeah, I think that could be really fun. These pillars right here. So I was thinking about this, right? We want to have like kind of a substantial entrance, right? A big archway, things along those lines. So I might expand these and make them maybe about twice the width, maybe. So we'll think about that once we get a little further along in the build. But where I want to move next is to detailify these portions of the columns, because they're just very boring. They're only two materials made out of, andesite and stone bricks. So what I want to do now is kind of identify areas where we can spruce it up. So let's just say if we can find the center, if this is the center right here, right? And if we went maybe right along here and maybe sneak over here, beautiful. Yeah, I think that's good. So what I want to do now is jump into the inventory. I want to grab out a couple materials here, and I want to take apart this section of the build. And this right here, this is why things take me so long, because I'm constantly like tearing stuff out. Like every block that I place has a rhyme and a reason to be there. And at least that's what I attempt to have when I'm building, right? So every block, especially in terraforming, everything has a reason to be there. And that's why it takes me so long sometimes, because I want it to be perfect. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, to a fault. Actually, a lot of a fault. But I think in the end, it works out pretty good, and we can get a nice build. So where I'm going to slide in maybe a little bit of brick back here. And this is one of my favorite new things lately, is to kind of make old builds like this. We did a little bit with the tomb. We do it in stone, and then down on the bottom sections, we throw in a little bit of brick, like a really old building. The inspiration for that actually came from Disneyland, surprisingly. No, definitely not surprising. There is a small little tomb entrance, or not so much tomb, but maybe a sewer. It's right next to the Haunted Mansion. It's down by the river, down at Disneyland in Anaheim, of course, and it's kind of an homage to an original idea of connecting the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion together. And it says like 96. I don't know. It's something along those lines written on the outside of it. And it's just a little homage to that idea from back in the day when they were building those things back in the 60s. And man, isn't it amazing to think about how old those attractions are? Isn't that crazy? And how they stand up to this day, right? And they're still the best attractions. So with that, that's why I kind of like this, because it has some of the stone kind of falling apart and there's brick back. That's why I even brought this up. I went off on a tangent there, a Scar tangent. So this is the design I like. I really like this. So what we can do here is kind of adjust these columns like so. And yeah, I think there's a ton of stuff like that we can do. And one of the things I was thinking about was potentially maybe tearing apart a little bit of this backing right here, and then throwing some of this here, and then maybe take this, and then we can go like that. See, just that little extra detail right there, I think looks really, really nice. And then of course we'll take out this. So yeah, let me start playing around with this, see what else we can do. Oh, before I go, I need to do this. Start removing some blocks and replacing with like a smooth slab, or maybe take out some stone bricks, and maybe we'll throw out that block right there and replace it and throw in a smooth. Oh, what if we did andesite? Yeah, let's do andesite. There we go. I love it. So we'll do something like that and continue this design, like I said before, all the way down. Taking a quick stop from work at ConCorp, I want to fly over to the USS Undercut and see what Rendog has left us. I don't even need to ask anymore. I know this has all been sold out. Yep. We don't even need to be surprised anymore. And it looks like we are going to make a full stack and potentially another half. There we are. Fantastic. And of course, we got to fix the vandalism on the side there. And is there anything else? No. Well, okay. So we need to restock this one, and then we need to restock a little bit of that one, and then we'll be good. So yeah, about a stack and a half. That's fantastic. But Operation Double Chest is fully underway. And by the next episode, we will be bankrupting Big Logs Incorporated. Ouch. Ow. That hurt. Let's drop off the diamonds here for Cub, and we'll split that. There we are. And then we'll dump those into that pile right there. I don't know whose diamonds those are. Those might be mine. Those might be Cub's. Who knows? They are shiny and they look delicious. but I'm not going to take them. So these are my cut. That's Cub's cut. He's starting to build up a bit of profit here for buying shares. Anyway, well, let's get back to the walls. Oh, I'm getting excited about ConPort in front of the ConCorp entrance here, where we have some ships and docks and cranes that we talked about earlier. I think it'll add an extra bit of life and a little bit of the human element we talk a lot about. And that is just things that are human placed, like doors or buckets or walkways, anything that's like a human would touch or interact with. You know, you can make mountains, you can make giant walls or buildings or towers and things, but it's that little human element that sometimes is missing. And I feel like I've missed that in a couple builds recently, and I really want to like dive into that, especially with the walls. Like the walls can just be walls, but if we add that extra little human element, which is going to be a surprise. I don't know if we'll do it today. We might do it in our next episode, but it'll be pretty good. It'll be hopefully give you guys a little bit of a chuckle. So what we're working on now is all of the little details here. So as you can see, we added some andesite, we added some smooth stone in our pillars here. So I think that varies the design quite a bit. And of course, in here, we have some of our nice brick and granite. Also up here, I removed these stairs and put half slabs here. So that just kind of, once again, continues the varying of styles and keeps it from becoming too repetitive. So where we need to work now is the columns that go straight up, and then in the intersections between those is where our kind of Jurassic Park themed kind of gates are going to go. And you might be wondering where the inspiration from Game of Thrones kind of kicked in, and it's pretty much the fact that it's from one mountain right here all the way down to another. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of it. Of course, it's not ice and there's not White Walkers running around, but ooh, that'd be cool. Ooh, I guess zombies, could zombies be White Walkers? I think they can. I think they can. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that a little bit. So anyway, where we need to work now is starting right here. Now, I guess the thing to decide is, should we go off? Hey, that's not what I need. Should we go off of this block or push it back an additional block towards the back? The reason being is this is where the bars are going to go across. And should I leave an extra block here just for additional detail? So if we were to add, you know, an extra half slab or stair on this section, I don't know, maybe, but I do know we're probably going to bring this up about 12 blocks straight up. So let me do that now. And there we are. That's our 12th block. So we'll fly down there and take a look at that. Now I think the height is good. I could almost say that we can maybe even go up maybe like 2 to 3 more blocks on that pillar just to really make the walls nice and tall and really make a nice impact, because the section in the center is going to be pretty big. Like that's going to be a big archway there and have, you know, a banner hanging down and things along those lines. So yeah, I might want to bring that up additional blocks. Oh, can I point out something real quick? What I love about that tag building, you can only see it at night, is the really subtle detail with lighting. And that's one thing I've been loving about Minecraft, is being subtle with lighting, and you can play such fun tricks with your builds. And the way that Azuma lit the tower building with the end rods right there, it just gives a little hint of light. It's not lighting the entire tag portion up. It's just giving the little hint. Do you see that? That little highlight right there? That's absolutely beautiful. And I always want to mention that on a video, but I'm never around here when there is a setting sun, unless we're doing a time lapse cutting down wood. But anyway, what I want to do now is I'd like to take this pillar and just do a template, right? Just throw one up there and then we can kind of talk together and see which one we like. So let me do that now. I think I can see some potential with this, a little bit more work. I think one of the things we need to do if we are going to make these this high is maybe adding maybe an additional block here. Let me get some scaffolding material out. There we go. And we'll run this up. Come on. There we go. We'll run that up a little bit and potentially take out this block and that block. And then I'm going to sneak over to the other one over here. And I am going to add an additional block right here and then add the same just with that extra height difference. There we go. And then let's push back a little bit. And the reason I'm doing that is making sure the base structure of the tower can, you know, withstand the weight that it has up at the very top of it. I think I'm going to go with the one on the left. The one on the right is a little too much, especially with the circular block below. But I like that. I think it looks nice. So our next phase here is to start filling in this area right here. And as I've been building today, it's been really nice. I've been just kind of listening to my own thoughts. I usually listen to a podcast or an audiobook of some kind. But today is a day that I just kind of wanted to be lost in my own thoughts. And I don't know if you guys get that every once in a while where you just, you just kind of want to unwind from the world and let your mind kind of process all of the things that are on your mind, right? Your mind's a little bit heavy, and sometimes it needs just some time of complete silence. And then having something kind of, say, like repetitive to do, like, you know, all the block placements and stuff like that. It's really good. My brain feels lighter. I know that sounds so weird, but I don't know. It's sometimes nice just to kind of disconnect a little bit and not hear anything. I think in this world, with everything beeping and notifications and this, that, and the other thing, instant communication, sometimes you just need to just kind of disconnect a little bit, and it makes you feel substantially better. Especially for me, like, I like to process thoughts a lot. Like if there's an opinion or a decision of any kind, it takes me a little while because I kind of have this ability to weigh every single outcome in my brain, which I call a curse and a blessing. So if, like, you know, there's a decision of some kind or something, I weigh every single possible combination. And like I said, it's a curse and a blessing at the same time, because sometimes it makes it so it's very difficult to make a decision. But that's when it comes in great to just kind of have something repetitive, like all this block placement, a little bit of quiet, and it's quite fantastic. Anyway, that is the placement of the bars. I think that looks pretty cool. Are we going to get a dinosaur? Are we trying to keep the dinosaurs from attacking the rest of the hermits? That would be really cool if we did build a dinosaur, just like a pet convex dinosaur. Guys, I need your help right now. I need you to go out and make a dinosaur, like a convex dinosaur. And it's just a pet. It's just ours. It's just the way it is. And we'll build it here. If you have any ideas, make one and send it to my Twitter. Find the link in the description. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to start taking this design and this pillar. Oh, by the way, we're going to do something cool at the top. Don't think that's everything we're going to do, please. Don't think poorly of me. But we'll take this and we're going to send this basic design all the way down once again. These gates look like we are holding back some monster from the hermits. Something lurks on the other side of the gates. I'm loving every second of this, and I'm kind of curious. Can we make it through the bars here? Oh, no, we cannot, but we did. So we did and we didn't. It's like we got hit. I wonder if we aim like perfectly, we can make it through without getting hit. Oh, there we go. I love it. All right, so let's kind of start looking at some detail. Oh, before I do that, I was such a scatterbrain. I have to show you something real quick. I'm really loving the new sand texture. I think the one prior to this was a little too smooth, right? It was just a little bit too smooth, but this, I love the color. I love the texture. This is really nice. The coarseness of it, I think, is absolutely perfect. And I love just how it gets in everything. It's very, very nice. But anyway, this portion of the fencing has had a slight upgrade, and I want to show you this. So I've ran a little bit of acacia across the bottom section, and what I would like to do with this is potentially take a little bit of half slab action, a little bit of stair action, and then just run those along there just to kind of help kind of diffuse it, because it's just laying there really. It doesn't look all that great, but I think having that also on the top section will actually look really cool. So say we did something like this and we space this out by 2, and then let's just do one more on the other side. Beautiful. And we'll jump on down, clear our scaffolding, and, you know, just do something like that to kind of help balance it a little bit. I think will look really nice. Now we're going to do another one up there, and I'm also thinking about doing some kind of little like pointy top on each one of these pillars. So yeah, I'm going to start working on that and see what we can come up with, and I'll be right back. Hello, dolphins. Oh my gosh, did you see that? I was just going to fly down there and say hello to the dolphins, but that was a really cool little thing. I love the little energy that those things add to Minecraft. But look at our walls now, looking super fancy. Now there are definitely some more details we still need to apply to them, and one of the big things is kind of changing up some of the granite, so there's a little bit more texture similar to the way we did the bottom section. But I'm really liking the top up there. Maybe we could even throw some flags. Maybe some like little flags up at the top, I think would be nice. And yeah, so pleased with that. So I'm trying to come up with what I want to do for the landscaping around here. I'm thinking about doing something a little bit similar to the way we did it around the airport, which I think will look really nice. So yeah, really pleased with the top portion. There may be still just a little bit more detail I want to do here at the bottom. So this was one option and this was the other. So which one do you like? The left or the right? So here on the left, that's choice A, and this is choice B. So let me know which one you like. I'm leaning towards the first one. I'm leaning towards A. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start taking some of the smooth and some of the polished, not polished, the rough stuff. What is this? Rough andesite. And I'm going to start applying that to each one of these columns, and maybe add this design right here that we did here up onto the column a little, just to give it a little bit more of an aged feel. I think we look really cool. And look at these beautiful, beautiful walls all set up and ready to go for the big arch and gate in the center. Now you'll also notice, if I can turn here, you'll notice there's two different designs. So this one has the rock where it looks like it is crumbled away, revealing some of the detail underneath. Whereas this one over here is a little bit cleaner, right? There's none of that extra stone pieces in the central column pieces. So what do you guys like better? Do you like the more detailed version or the cleaner version? So hashtag clean or hashtag detail in the comments. I'm curious what you guys like. I'm leaning towards the clean version, but if you guys like the detail, we'll totally do that. I'm gonna put up a poll in the right hand corner of the video, and you can click on that and vote on what you guys want to see. But yeah, I lean towards this one, but I also like that one, so that's why I want you guys to help me decide. And there we go. I hope you guys have enjoyed us building these massive walls and terraforming down the land a little bit. But until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the videos are the rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.